Good evening. In this tutorial, as English teacher, I have given you many different topics, and I do believe that you will try to explain about your viewpoint related to the topics of what is given to you. First and foremost, in the words much more formal, you have to give your introduction and try to clarify about your presentation which is being in mind. So let's start. As an initiator, I would like to come to you. Please carry on.
So good evening my respected sir and good evening all guys, this is Anindo here. So today we are going to discuss about a point, that is that how to eradicate the crimes against women which is committing now in our society, and it's not a burning issue today. And I think it should be essential, especially for the girls and women who has contributed a lot of things in our society, but there's got nothing. We know a lot of scholars and greatest persons have said that we should not differ between boys and girls. Though we have some physical differences, but that does not bother about our qualities. We can compare it as the same material from same company but having in different shapes. The boys, girls, means men and women, these are the gift of nature, and nature has created this for making a civilization. And if there is no Eve with Adam, then this civilization, what we just saying, thinking this, showing this, they shouldn't really exist more. So therefore we can able to understand about the initial part of the discussion that girls and boys both are relevant in our society, and we should not be compared and criticize anyone from them. So that's it.
Thank you.
So in my opinion, I think that women are not weak than men, because there is no difference between women and men. In this modern generation, women are competition with men in every field of life, in sport, education, business, job. We should give respect to women, because we should not forget that women has give birth to us.
Very good.
After listening you all, I want to add some point that in any step of our life, women are not in backward from men. We must acknowledge it. In the next, I want to mention, if there was no any women, then our civilization can't be exist, or it cannot be fulfilled. We should acknowledge it too. And in the next, I want to mention that so that is our duty to give same respect, same priority as similar as men. So for few wrong conception, we think women can do nothing, but nowadays they prove it by themselves.
So by having all the elements and being the more relevant in our society and having all the impacts in our civilization, surprisingly I am unable to understand that why women are not safe in our country, where everything is compared with our mother. When British rule and British regularization was there on us, then we just gone crazy to independent our mother, and we addressed our country as our mother. And where all the things, all the materials has been compared with mothers and women, then why women are not safe in India? That's a big question today. Not only that, we are not giving you the false information, rather we have a lot of proofs behind it. According to reports of NCRB in 2016, that was the great impact that 3.5 lakhs crimes has committed against women, and it was specially done in UP and MP. So therefore, by these reports and according to the information as given by those bureaus, researching bureaus, we can able to understand that what type of circumstance women are facing today till now in our country. So now what type of backwards we are now.
Okay, thank you very much.
But although we do not give a proper respect to women, we should stop crime against women. We should not give a gender difference between man and woman, because both are God gifted. We should give courage and respect to women.
Very good. Very good.
In the next, after listening you both, I want to mention, nowadays women are facing much more violated through this blind civilization, as domestic violence, stigma, dowry, social shame. So that's become the cause of our own. So for that reason, I want to mention, women and men both are same in this world, and nowadays they prove it themselves. So that our duty to don't make any basic difference or any gender difference between them.
So the time has come to the most relevant thing of our part, and you can say the main substance of our discussion, that how to eradicate those problems, what type of crimes is having committing against the woman. First of all, we from our childhood everything we just start. So therefore in the childhood, when a woman baby born in a family, then the family members are being so much sad because of they have to give the dowries and etc. for the beyond them the woman. And so I think that gender division, difference between gender, it should be strictly restricted from firstly, because we don't know what type of mental tortures and harassment they are facing off, and for that reason they are committing suicide. Next, that involvement of ladies in all the works and jobs. If women got their ladies companies, then I think they will be more safe because of having a companies and etc. Next, the judicial system, police system, it should be more strict. Why? Because what type of bureaucratic hurdles we know. What is bureaucratic hurdle? First of all, I have to mention it. It means that when a popular person do something crimes, then they have to give something the money penalties, and that is their punishment. But they are not. By this work, we cannot able to treat them the well lessons that it should be done by you. Again and again, they will done these types of works, and having a lot of money behind them, they can easily buy it. But by dint of that, the women are having to harassment. They are going the victim of this. So therefore, the system will be strict. Will be death penalties has been given to that type of persons who has committed public troubles, who are giving these things. Next thing, that CCTV cameras, police patrolling will be more in unsafe areas. What type of areas we know in our country that is totally police restricted. So therefore, patrolling of police there and everything, the CCTV cameras we should be installed. It is so much important for the safeness of the women in our society. Next thing, that electricity will be every corner of the path, even in the lanes. Everything, what type of harassment of women has been committed in our country, in our world, that is everything going on the lanes in darkness. But we have a source of life, we have our knowledge with the main source of life. Therefore, we have to remove all the darkness by electricity, and not only by electricity, we have to build by our humanity also. It is the proper light for dragging our country from the darkness. The next thing, that girls should be provided lessons to keep themselves safe, as a karates, kung fu, etc. lessons would be given to the girls, that therefore they can also save, and they should not be dependent on men. Then you have to save me. I have more skills, I can save myself only. And actually, the last thing what I want to say, that education should be given to everyone. Therefore, they can be stand on their own feet. So therefore, I think if these types of things, restriction, we can able to manage, which is so much easier. If we can do it, if we have our intention, we can do it. So therefore, I think they will be more safe, and it should not be burning issue today in the future, and we shouldn't think about it. And therefore, the civilization will go more higher and higher, in which peak we can't able to understand. So that's it. Thank you.
You are right, but I want to add some points. In transport system, women should get only transport, women transports. Bhagri system should be banned. So thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
So in the next, as a solution of this, I want to mention that marriage should not be the ambition of women, and not only that, stigma or social shame which created by this blind civilization, that will become a dangerous cause for those women's death, or they maybe can be suicide. So we should not be do this. That very bad. In the next, I want to mention the electricity power of every roads or
Every corner of the street.
Every corner of the street should be much more highly provided, or government should take any step that may be being a part of the safety of women. So that should be done. And in the next, I want to mention that public transport, as an example, we should be in a bus. We saw that there was many places, as there was two sides, where one side ladies and gents, but that is not enough. So for that reason, that is our duty to make a separate vehicles for women and men. So
Okay.
So in the conclusion, what I want to say, that if a jewel has been lost from our ornament, we become sad. And also relating with this, if a woman, if a girl lost from our art, from our civilization, is also like that type of sadness we also feel in our mind. Women are the caste of mother, and mother deserve respect and love. So therefore, if we deserve, we give them, provide them love and respect, then we should restrict them clearly, and therefore they will be happy today. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your participation, and also have given your own opinion related to that topic. So God is good. Thank you very much.